my lovelies, hope you're all doing well. Blash Lily here with another pick a card reading. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at what others think about you, how other people see you, what they find attractive, what they find irresistible about you, anything and everything that you need to hear. Okay, so that being said, guys, remember that this is a general reading, so only take what is going to resonate with you, leave the rest out on the table. So for today's pick a card reading, we have 4 options. Option number 1 has this gorgeous sodalite crystal over here. Option number 2 has pink quartz. Option number 3 has malachite. And option number 4 has this clear quartz over here. So go ahead, my lovelies, take a deep centering breath in, make space for this reading, see which crystal or which pile you're mostly drawn to. You can choose 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of them. It is entirely up to you. It is your reading. Listen to your gut. It is never ever wrong. If you need a little bit more time to make your decision, please pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Alright, my lovely, so if you were drawn to option number 1 with the sodalite, let's go ahead and take a look at your cards and see how other people see you. So we're going to start with your tarot cards. So we have the 9 of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Fool. This is brilliant, my lovelies. So first and foremost, I'm seeing that other people see you as somebody who's incredibly sexy and passionate. Okay, whether you're male or female, I'm getting that there's a little bit more of a male energy going on. People see you as somebody who is active, who has a lot of fire within them. So you could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am seeing they're seeing you somebody who has a sort of go-getter attitude, but sometimes you don't seem to think everything through. You seem to follow your intuition, and they see you as somebody who's quite lucky. Okay, they see you as somebody who sort of gets away with things, or like they see you as somebody who gets a lot of help from the universe and gets a lot of help from like their spirit guides and so on and so forth. But I'm seeing like, yeah, you guys are very sexy, very passionate, incredibly attractive. I'm seeing you guys might have more a bit of a baby face, a bit of angelic features. It could be also that they the way others see you is somebody who has like and it doesn't necessarily have to be like true, but others see you as somebody who has all of their wishes coming true. Somebody who's content with the things that they have. I know that sometimes it might be like deep within us. We might feel like there's something missing, or we might feel a little bit unhappy or unsure, but we can sort of give out that vibe where, others see us as like, wow, like he or she has it made. He or she's so lucky. Okay, but I am seeing that you guys like have a bit of a childish side around you, not immature, but just like this childlike wonder. I feel like others see you as somebody who loves exploring, who loves traveling, and of course, again, like I said, this Ace of Wands, very, very sexual, very sexy, very sensual as well. With a lot of power, that's what I'm seeing. We then have the Avenger, rather. Okay, some of you guys could be Libra. So we have desire to balance the scale of justice, righteousness on behalf of society and oneself. So I feel like you guys could have been, done, like somebody did something wrong to you. Now you're sort of on a mission to avenge that. I feel like you guys are very passionate, about some sort of like causes. It could be children, it could be for most of you, I do feel it's children though. It could be nature preservation, but whatever it is, you guys are very, very passionate, and there's some sort of trauma that is stemming from your childhood that you sort of want to avenge. But for some of you, I'm seeing it's almost like, you didn't have good parents growing up, and you're like, I'm going to avenge that by being like the best parent, or being like the best leader, being the leader that I never had, being the parent that I never had. But the thing is, there's a lot of and you don't necessarily sort of project it that much, or it's not like people see it that much, but there's a lot of like still I feel unresolved trauma within you, my lovelies, where you just want to avenge things. Okay. Some people might also see you sometimes as somebody who's capable of a sort of not being violent, but you know, standing up for yourself when you need to. Okay, so it's not like they see that you're definitely not a pushover, even though like sometimes you might be a little bit like I said, like childlike and naive. Let's see what else we have. We have the seeker. We have somebody, yeah, restless. Somebody who loves traveling. Somebody who might feel a little bit restless. Somebody with a lot of energy. It's almost like you need to go, 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 do, seek, seeking out knowledge, seeking out new experiences, seeking out new places. And it's also, I'm seeing that for some of you, it's like you're international like person. I feel like you've lived in a lot of places, you've traveled to a lot of places, you might be bilingual, you might even know like 4 languages. Okay, but it's almost like you keep you can't sort of settle down, and you keep sort of looking for places, looking for people, looking for home for a lot of you. That's how people see you. And somebody who's like easy to get along with, and also somebody who's just like free, like a free spirit, like able to just get up and go. A lot of people could be jealous of you, I feel, pile number one, because you're so like this freedom, but they see the freedom aspect of it, but they don't see the loneliness aspect of it. Okay, they don't see like it's like, you know, somebody who might be like quite well off and relatively free to do whatever they want, but you know, like they don't see the loneliness aspect of it. They don't see the inability to sort of sometimes make deep and meaningful connections, because you constantly feel like you need to be on the move and moving, and there's like this fear of intimacy I'm feeling. And that is all coming from, you know, yeah, childhood, because we have child wounded, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So I feel like, yeah, a lot of people see you as somebody who is very forgiving as well, as somebody who has gone through a lot, but they see you as somebody who is very compassionate towards others. You know, like if some people might sort of go off on somebody for, you know, being a certain way, you see like the reason behind the reasons, if that makes sense. Like you see the reason why somebody is the way that they are. You see how they must have been sort of mistreated when they were younger for them to be a certain way, but you constantly keep seeking, you constantly keep traveling. And again, I feel like other people see you as somebody who's incredibly good with children, you know, or just somebody who is very, very passionate about things. Again, we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you guys might be quite psychic with the solar light. I feel like a lot of you guys might have your you might not even get it, but other people see like the wisdom within you, the guidance, the help from the universe, the help from the intuition. It's almost like to balance things out. It could be that the universe has this sort of script for you where you know, lost your parents, were very young, or just weren't connected to your parents, but they sort of compensated that with, you know, sort of more of a divine guidance, more of like an intuition within you. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you don't realize how much you're acting out of intuition, and you don't realize how much the universe is helping you. You guys, some of the people around you, I feel like closer to you, see your tenderness, see your innocence, and see how truly gifted you are. But you might not be able to see that. You might be questioning it. You might be still feeling a little bit insecure. Like I said, it's almost like there's a bit of a facade, because I feel like there's a mask here as well. But a lot of people see you as somebody who's incredibly empathic, okay, incredibly understanding. And again, we have compassion, loads of compassion. So you have a lot of compassion for people. You're very understanding. Other people see you as somebody who's a very good listener, and they find you incredibly irresistible because you're so genuine. You know, when you're sort of in that energy of being that inner child. And you have rare gifts. You guys are very talented and gifted, you know, whether it's in like the psychic realm, whether it's in music, whether it's in I'm hearing for some of you it's like connecting with animals in one way or another. That's very interesting. Okay, some of you might have an animal companion, whether it's in 3D or as a spirit guide. I feel a very strong connection to cats and dogs. For some of you, it could also be horses. There's a strong connection to the Middle East, to Egypt, to I'm hearing for some of you, there's, I don't know what it is. It's India, UAE. For some of it, it's like Utah, the Grand Canyon, a desert. And a lot of you guys, I feel with this, with those colors, what I'm seeing is that you guys are very, you need to work a little bit more on your grounding. I feel people see you as somebody who's grounded, but it's more of a, again, something that you want to portray rather than what is truly going on, because there's a lot of fears surrounding security, surrounding money, a lot of fears surrounding not being confident within yourself. So yeah, some of you guys could be named Hannah. For some reason that name really jumped out, or just your name starts with an H. Okay, and then she who listens, like I said, you guys seen as a great listener and grants wishes. You guys are magic. You guys are really seen as magic, and I'm seeing with the stars. So you guys could be star seeds. Again, I feel like wishes, desires, and hope. You give people hope, you help people, you're very empathetic. People find also your sense of style is very interesting. You have your own thing going on, okay? And it's sort of, I feel like you guys like long things, like male or female, like dresses or something to do with the stars again. Like the stars, something about the stars. They see you as somebody who's dreamy, dreamy, and wishes a lot. And wishes are coming true. Strong manifester, another thing that I'm sensing for you, pile number ones. Alright, so I think that's all I have for you, my lovelies. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you'd like a personal reading, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Alright, my lovelies, take good care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. Alright, my lovelies, so you were drawn into pile number 2 of the pink quartz. Let's go ahead and take a look at how others see you, what they find attractive about you and irresistible about you. We're going to start with your tarot cards. Oh, hello, the devil. So some of you guys could be Capricorns. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, Aries, Leo, Gemini, and we have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so quite a few of you. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Right, my dears, so what I can see is that you are seen as incredibly sexy, incredibly powerful. You're seen as somebody who possesses a lot of magic. There's a lot of magic. You're seen as somebody who's a hard worker, maybe sometimes a little bit cold, a little bit too direct, a little bit maybe a little bit stuck up at times. You're seen as a workaholic. You're seen as somebody who loves working, but sometimes tends to overdo it too much. You're seen as somebody who's very dedicated to your art, to your craft, okay? a lot of masculine energy coming through over here. Okay, so direct, very smart, incredibly intelligent, is somebody who loves reading. People see you as somebody who is very wise, male or female. They see you as a leader, as somebody who's an expert at their in their field. But it's also the devil. It's like they see you as somebody who's magic. So you know, if you guys pick this pile, it could be that you guys are into tarot, into witchcraft, into the occult, and there's such a big mystery about you that some people might see you like as connected to the darker side or something along those lines. You know, when people don't understand certain things, they tend to start imagining things, and I feel like that there's like they see you as this somebody who is not easily approachable, somebody who is like, some people love to hate you, if that makes sense, but they know that they can't do like anything to you because you're so powerful, because you're so like, and you know the truth. Other people see you as somebody who can't be tricked, who can't be manipulated into doing things, but it's also like they're a little bit scared of you. I don't know what it is. It's like they want to get to know you, but they see you as somebody who can't just be approached and who can't be taken advantage of, you know, and who's not going to take any like BS from other people. Very straightforward, very smart. Okay, some of you guys could be into law, into police, into you know, army, navies, things like this, but I'm sensing, yeah, a lot of you guys are into the occult, okay, and very in touch with your shadow side as well. Okay, other people also see you as somebody who gives in, like it could be that other people see you as somebody who's a little bit promiscuous at times. Okay, guys, again, like I said, it's not that it's true, but it's how other people perceive you. Okay, you might be a little bit too sexy for some people. It might be that you're a little bit like, other people think that you care too much about your appearance, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to care for your appearance. There's nothing wrong for wanting to look good and look you know, like stylish and on point, and just get a lot of jealousy around you, to be honest, because you guys are so like, you have your things together. Yeah, like this is what I'm hearing and this is what I'm seeing. Like other people see you, but it could be that sometimes only if you see how you had to work for it, how dedicated you are. But yeah, this is very interesting. Let's see what else we have here. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Yeah, other people see you again as somebody who's intuitive, somebody who's very solid in what they do, somebody who's, I also see like the people see you as somebody who's quite well off. I see other people sort of perceive you as somebody who's intuitively led, and somebody who's able to again connect to the higher realms, communicate. I feel like you guys might have, it's either you have a very strong ancestral line, or you come from like a good family with money, but it could be like other people sort of tend to like to talk about you, tend to like to gossip about you, because I feel again like you might be doing some witchcraft, you might be doing something like earth magic, and it could sometimes even be like a little bit on the dark side. We have a hero, a heroine as well. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Yeah, I feel a lot of you guys are very, very empowered. I feel like a lot of you guys don't make excuses, but you create opportunities for yourself, and it gets under people's skin. It really gets under people's skin that you're doing things, you're achieving things, that you are, you know, and again, a lot of people don't see that side of you where you work for things, where you have to overcome things, where you have to work on your shadow self, where you integrate both of your shadow and light selves, where you you know, had to do a lot of things, they only sort of tend to see the results or just the side of you that is, you know, that their fears are being projected on. But the thing is, there's also a lot of people who see you as somebody who's incredibly persistent, who's incredibly talented, who's incredibly hardworking, somebody who will achieve or has already achieved a lot of things, like climbing the mountains, getting to the peak, getting to the top, getting the money, okay? And again, personal empowerment. It could be that you guys were bullied when you were little, or you were just in the environment where you felt like you had to fend for yourself, where that's why sometimes people might see you as a little bit harsh. But I feel like you guys might have gone through very codependent relationship, whether with a partner or your parents, and now you sort of know, like you see the red flags a mile away if a narcissist is trying to approach you, or if like an energy vampire is trying to approach you. You don't like, there's no like, you don't go about it in a roundabout way. You just say no. Like you guys have healthy boundaries. And again, like I said, it gets under a lot of people's skin, especially people who used to know you back when, you know, they could easily take advantage of you or like gaslight you, whatever. But now you're like, no, and you had to work a lot of it and you have to overcome. There are people who see how much you had to overcome and how much you had to empower yourself and how much you had to do for yourself, and they are in awe of you. They really see you as an example. They really see you as somebody who is really worth looking up to. Definitely. We have the dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alert you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys you might be seen as somebody who's good at everything, who is not afraid to try new things, who is not afraid to try art, poetry, you know. But the thing is, with the Eight of Pentacles, I don't see it as, you know, you sort of working lightly. I do see you putting your heart and soul into it. But again, some people, just to get under your skin for one reason or another, they might call you a dilettante. But you know what, for you it's like whatever, you know what, I'm living my life. I don't have to explain anything to everybody. I'm living my life and I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna do it however I want to. And it's a cool thing that, you know, when you guys try something and it doesn't work out or you don't like it, it's not like you have to make everything work for you. You try things, okay, they work. If they don't, they don't. It's not like, you know, life is about experiencing things for you. Life is about trying new things, you know, and you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to be interested in one thing today and not interested in that thing tomorrow. That's cool, you know, as long as you're happy with yourself. And I feel like you're very confident within yourself. And again, like a lot of people don't like you. I don't know what it is, guys, that devil energy around you as well. Again, it could be like still narcissist hanging around, sort of waiting to see, has she really changed? Has he really changed? And you're like, yeah, I have. Sayonara, bye-bye. We have the visionary, okay? So other people also see you as somebody who's a visionary, somebody who's a very creative thinker as well, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. So I feel like you guys are very, very forward-thinking. You know, those people who sort of tend to think like the way ahead of your time. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm really seeing and hearing. Way ahead of your time. Some of you guys could be working with crystal balls, with mirror, doing scrying, again, coming back to witchcraft, coming back to psychic abilities. Visionary for me, again, is also being able to see through people's intentions, okay? Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. I do see that, yeah, a lot of people see you as somebody who is selfless. Again, it has a lot to do with that heroine thing that we have, energy that we have going on here. But yeah, a lot of people see you, again, and awe. This is what I'm hearing. People are in awe of you. because of everything that you had to go through. We have Eterna, she who becomes, metamorphosis, a transcend, a journey. Okay, yeah, so again, for me, journey here is, although you could be somebody seen as somebody who loves traveling and traveled a lot and also seen a lot of places, maybe even climbed a mountain, you know, some of you climbed Mount Kilimanjaro or something, or Everest, or wanted to, or it could be just, you know, that inner mountain, conquering those inner mountains, overcoming difficulties. People see you as somebody who has had a lot happen to them, who has been through the ups and downs of life, but who as a beautiful phoenix has transformed and turned from, you know, a caterpillar into a butterfly and transcended. And we have the Isra, she who dreams. Again, some people might see you as very, very connected to the higher realms, to the astral projection, to the actually fairies as well. That's very interesting. Some of you might look like as a fairy, has a bit of a fairy thing about you, but it's all about, I don't know, magic. It's all about artistic. So a lot of you either have very long dark hair or very long blonde hair that I'm seeing, okay? Flowers in your hair, okay? Escape, dreams, a fantasy. Some people might see you as somebody who would prefer to live in the fantasy world. Some people might think that you're not realistic, but again, it's because you guys are visionaries, and a lot of people might not share your visions at first, but then when it sort of becomes true, and you know, when you sort of see it through, because you guys are hard workers, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe this has worked. But again, guys, for pile number 2, I don't want you to take it in the wrong way, and I don't want you to be scared about it or whatever. It's not going to affect you in one way or another, but you guys are so original, so sexy, so there's something about you that triggers a lot of people, okay? And I just want you to be discerning. Like, I see that a lot of you, you're just going to be cutting them off anyways, but just be careful that you don't let other people convince you that you're not enough, or you know, that you're not worthy of something, or you can't achieve something, okay? Because people, I feel like they want to pull you down, because you're sort of going way up, you're going way up and making a lot of people uncomfortable. And that's what we have, this devil thing as well. You know, you're making other people uncomfortable. So, but there's jealousy, there's envy, there is this, because you're smart and beautiful, smart and handsome, smart and successful, okay? But there are people who still see like how much you had to overcome, how much you had to conquer, you know, see the hero within you. So it's almost like I feel people either love you or hate you, but nobody stays indifferent towards you. Again, like people either love you or hate you. And you guys just be sort of, be discerning with people who surround you. Alright, my lovelies, so that's all I see for pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you would like a personal reading, you could always email me. My email's in the description box below. Alright, my lovelies, take good care of your beautiful selves. Bye now. Alright, my lovelies, so if you were drawn to pile number 3 with the Malachite, let's go ahead and take a look at how others see you, and we're going to start with your tarot cards. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. This is gorgeous, my lovelies. So I'm getting a lot of beautiful, feminine, flowy energy coming through very, very strongly over here. But it's, you know, I feel like there's this inner strength coming through as well. But let's start with your appearance. You're seen as somebody who's very, very classy, very beautiful, very stylish, whether male or female. I'm seeing that you like the finer things in life. You look younger than you actually are. You might have a twin brother or a twin sister. What I'm also seeing is that people think that you're sometimes a little bit naive, that you're very open, you're very sweet. There's this sweet energy coming through. Okay, I feel like you guys can sometimes be seen as quite materialistic, but the thing is you have your things in order, but it could be that you seen again as somebody who's nostalgic, who gets nostalgic easily. And I feel that you guys might have some sort of interest in the antiques, or you're very in touch with the physical realm. There's a balance here with the High Priestess of, you know, spirituality and practicality. But I'm also seeing that you're somebody who likes to hold on to things, that you know the value of things, that you know the value of $1. This is what I'm hearing as well. I feel like you guys are seen as somebody who's quite open, who's quite approachable, who's easy to talk to, but there's also like this mystery about you, that you know that you're so much deeper than you think. Like people see that there's depth within you, depth within your eyes. I feel like you guys have very balanced masculine and feminine. Okay, I feel like a lot of you actually could be Gemini, Pisces, Libras I'm hearing as well. Okay, but you know, very flowy, very sweet, very quite approachable. You know, you have this beautiful, like, you know, thing. You're very dedicated to whatever it is you do. I feel like a lot of you guys like flowers, a lot of you guys like reading, a lot of you guys like writing. I feel a lot of you are very, very creative in a sense of writing, in a sense of speaking, in a sense of dancing. Okay, let's see what else we have. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I feel that's very sweet. I feel like you guys are very, very independent. I feel that you guys know what it is you're doing, know what it is where you need to go. I feel like you guys are wanderers as well. There's a strong connection to some sort of fashion here. So I am seeing, like, again, you're seen as somebody who's very fashionable, who's very stylish. I feel like you have your own mind, your own way of viewing this world. I feel like a lot of you might have grown up without the guidance of, you know, of parents, without the guidance of somebody whose guidance you would like to follow. Okay, so it could be like somebody might have been around you, but you're like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. So you are seen as somebody who does their own thing. You are seen as somebody again, who wants to make money, who wants to be rich. And that's, you know, there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, you're seen as somebody who understands the value of money. I don't know what is coming through, but and you know how to enjoy spending money. Okay, you know how to do it without feeling guilty. You know how to you know, not be over materialistic, but you know, like, you spend money with fun, with good intentions, and you know, you have your things together. This is what it's looking like. Artist, you're seen as somebody who's incredibly artistic. So again, it could be painting, it could be writing books, it could be designing clothes, it could be designing jewelry, it could be dancing. But whatever it is you do, you're very, very artistic, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So yeah, I feel like you guys, together with the High Priestess that is being here, I feel that you guys could be very much into sacred geometry, very much into expressing yourself artistically in one way or another. It could be that you guys are into acting, into singing, whatever it is. So people see you as somebody who is incredibly creative, artistic, okay? But some people see that you're not valuing yourself enough. Some people see your talent, some people see your creations, some people see, you know, those who you allow to see it, but they are, it's almost like they're seeing that you could have so much more, that you could really have so much more than you have at the moment. So people do see as somebody who might be undervaluing or doing a lot of things, like giving a lot of things for free as well, where you should be charging for them, because you're spending your energy, you're spending your time. And that's what this martyr is about, learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. Sometimes you give yourself without, leaving everything, like anything for yourself. You give too much of yourself, you give too much to a cause, you give too much, and then it's almost like you're not resting enough, you're not giving yourself enough. You keep wanting to give, and it's almost like you feel guilty when receiving, and whatever it is you do receive, you sort of tend to hold on really strongly to it. Okay, we also have the scribe over here. So yeah, I feel a lot of it has to do with writing, journaling. Okay, I feel people see you as somebody who's incredibly talented, but the funny thing is, it's like you don't see your own talent, and they're like, oh my god, how can he or she not see how talented he or she truly is? Okay, so people see you as this sweet, magical sort of creature, but however, what I'm seeing is we have a she who battles justice, fears, and commitment. So there's this part of you guys where people see you as somebody who's incredibly fierce. This is I feel like when it comes to that reason for that martyrdom, the reason why you're fighting for something, or trying to prove something, that's when you become just fierce. Okay, it's very important for you to have justice within you, like I said, or around you. And I feel that sometimes, yeah, they're seeing like sometimes you can be quite fierce, quite aggressive. Okay, but that's because you feel very strongly about something, and yeah, and then it's sort of like, wow, and then like, going from 0 to 100 in like 3 seconds. And we also have she who waits, Manara, patience, waiting, determination and commitment. So again, with those two cards, I'm seeing that you're hiding yourself in the shadows. You're hiding in the shadows. People see that you need to, see you as somebody who needs to come into the light, who needs to be more open, because you guys are so incredibly talented. They're also, I'm hearing they see you as very beautiful, very handsome, but you don't see yourself as that. Like you don't, I'm just hearing like you don't see. It's almost like you have a blindfold around you and you don't see how amazing you are and how beautiful you are, but others see it. And then when somebody tries to approach you and tell you that, it's almost like you don't want to listen to them, you don't want to believe them, you keep wanting to suffer. It's like they're saying you don't have to suffer, stop suffering for a cause, you don't have to suffer. Okay, but it's almost like you're waiting, but you see there's commitment and determination and patience. So people see you as somebody who's incredibly patient with something and very determined. Okay, but yeah, and incredibly talented and artistic. Very, very interesting, my lovelies. All right, so that's all I have for pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you, my lovelies. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you'd like a personal reading, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. All right, my lovelies, take good care of your beautiful selves. Bye now. Alright, my lovelies, so if you're drawn to pile number 4 with the clear quartz, let's go ahead and take a look at how others see you. And we're going to start with your tarot cards first. Yay! 2 of Cups, the Hierophant, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is very interesting, my lovelies. So people see you as somebody who's in love. People see you as somebody who's just happy. People see you as somebody who's quite wise and could be quite traditional. I feel like a lot of you have traditional values. Maybe like you sometimes may be seen as a little bit old-fashioned, okay? But with the Hierophant, I'm seeing like, if you guys are seen as spiritual. For some of you could be religious. Seeing as somebody who is very, very wise beyond their years, maybe seen as an old soul even. I feel that you guys, seen as somebody who's in love, seen as somebody, people see you as the perfect partner. Like people want to do things with you. People want to, whether it's being friends, whether it's having a romance, like people see you as somebody who's such a valuable partner and is somebody who's quite optimistic, somebody whose glass is pretty much, half full, okay, and not like delusional, not like anything like that, but realistic, but more like optimistic, okay? So people do see us as an optimist. People do see you as somebody who's able to rise up above a lot of issues and to be able to see the big picture as well. People also see you as somebody who's incredibly generous, and somebody who has experienced different sides of life. So I feel that at some point you might have been poor, and had to sort of extend your hand for somebody to help you out. You've also been quite well off where you were in a position to offer something and to help people. It's almost like both sides, the light and the dark, what it's like to be poor, what it's like to be rich, what it's like to be, when people cheat on you, what it's like to cheat on people, like those sort of things. It's almost like you're, the wisdom within you, and people really want to be together with you, like whether it's friends, whether it's family, whether it's I feel like children are very much attracted to you as well for one reason or another. And the wisdom, like people come to you for advice, people come to you for wisdom because they also see like you have their best interest at heart. You a very nurturing energy over here, whether you're male or female. I'm sensing like a mother energy, a father energy. So it could be that you guys already have children. Let's see what else I'm seeing for you, my lovelies. Yeah, it could be brothers or sisters as well. The 7-star sisters, birthing, creation, tapestry of life, and expression. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very, very much old souls. You could be coming from a big family, like literally with loads of siblings, brothers and sisters. Or it could be something that you aspire to be. People want to be together with you. People want to communicate together with you. People enjoy spending time with you, going out for parties, celebrations. They don't feel competition, they feel empowerment. They don't feel like you compete with people or like you're trying to some like being a frenemy or whatever. No, they see that you guys are incredibly genuine. They see that you guys are able to like mature enough and confident enough to be able to uplift somebody without bringing them down, especially when people are feeling down and vulnerable. Like people see you as somebody who they can be vulnerable with. You guys, some of you could be Leos, some of you guys could be Pisces. I'm getting a Virgo vibe here as well. There's also a very strong Taurus vibe with the Hierophant. over here. And yeah, let's see what else we have. We have the shapeshifter. Yay. So yeah, I'm saying like you're like a people's person. People see you as somebody like literally, it doesn't matter the race, it doesn't matter the religion, it doesn't matter the age. It's almost like you can communicate with everybody and everybody. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Exactly. So like I said, you're more optimistic. You know, you can see sort of, you know, through different situations, you understand. Like people see you as somebody who understand that nothing lasts forever, you know, and our life is the, you know, ebb and flow. It comes, it goes, and you know, sort of I see that you have a more of a light-hearted approach to life because you sort of have done it over and over and over again. I feel like you guys could be, like I said, well traveled, quite again international, or it's just something that is still coming from the past life where you guys are just able to communicate with people. I don't know why this came through, but I feel like you guys could be living in a different country to the country where you were born, or you aspire to do that, and it's going to happen. I feel like it's almost like the people feel that you're not necessarily sometimes for some of you it could be that you not necessarily have the same way of thinking as people in your area. Okay, so like, you know, it's like your way of thinking differs, and people sort of look at you like, whoa, how interesting, how very interesting. We also have the gambler. Okay, so we have willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Yeah, that's very much the energy that I'm getting for you. I feel like some of you are seen like you guys are like literally somebody who's able to gamble, who likes to gamble. Okay, maybe like playing like whatever blackjack, or like going to a casino. You know, maybe like Vegas is like a place where you really like, you know, being, or maybe it's where you live or where you aspire to live, something along those lines. But it's also people see you as quite intuitive, somebody who's being guided by the higher powers, by the higher realms, and they're like, oh my god. And again, for some of you, you guys, it could be like that you are a channel for the divine. Okay, for the divine. And I don't know what it is, whether you guys are already in a relationship or you guys are going to be in a relationship very, very soon. There's this just energy of love. People see you as somebody who's so incredibly lovable, so like warm and caring and attentive, and it's like, oh my god, damsel. Okay, so understanding the nature of healthy romance, exactly, inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay, well, relying on yourself is sort of, you know, debatable because we all sort of rely on something or someone. You can't just rely on yourself. You're not an island. You can't live by yourself. I mean, you can, but it's just going to be a very miserable and lonely existence, is it? And I mean, even if, you know, you need to get your hair cut, or you need to get your teeth done, you know what I mean? Like, you're still relying on somebody, okay? But what I'm seeing is that you are seen as somebody, like I keep saying, somebody who's going to be an amazing husband or wife, somebody who understands healthy relationships. This is what I'm hearing very strongly. Healthy relationships, not codependent, not narcissist empath, not runner chaser, none of that. So whether, you know, you guys are attracting your twin flame or a significant soulmate, it's going to be a healthy romance, okay? And like, you understand the need to compromise, the need to sort of again, I'm getting back to like where you're seen as somebody who's realistic, and you don't like give people like rubbish because they don't meet your expectations. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're being realistic and seeing that people are people, and we all have, you know, our ups and downs and our, you know, all of our sides and so on and so forth. We then have a she who creates, Shiala, creativity, originality, spontaneity. So I feel like you guys, you know, You guys are incredibly charming, incredibly beautiful, with lots of energy coming through as well. I feel some of you guys could be, it's either that you are playing some sort of instrument, or you're very drawn to playing some sort of instrument. For some of you, it's drums, it could be hand drums or something along those lines. I'm seeing that you guys are incredibly talented, original. You always come up with things that are incredibly creative. There is this, people see you as somebody who's spontaneous, who's able to just get up and go, get up and start dancing, or just like, you know, something pops into your head and you're like, oh my god, okay, we should do this or we should do that. And I feel for a lot of you it has something to do again with fashion, with creativity, with dancing. I feel some of you guys could be makeup artists as well, or you could express yourself through makeup in one way or another. Some of you guys might be into some sort of face painting, or like doing, what is it called? You know, when you do makeup for movies, like, yeah, like movie makeup, you know, like, I know this girl and she's so incredibly talented, like when she's doing like, you know, like scars and, you know, things like this. I mean, they look so horrible, but so amazing at the same time, so lifelike and realistic. So I feel it could be like a thing for some of you, where you're just doing something original, you know, like when it's like the Halloween comes around and then like somebody just puts on like a witch hat, but you guys go all out. I mean, like, you know, if you're gonna be a witch, you are this like proper witch, and with this like all of the attributes, and just, wow, you just give yourself completely to whatever it is you're doing. I'm sorry about the car noise, you guys. It's like snowing really heavily and they keep trying to clear the roads, so it's, you know, it keeps going up and down. And the last card for you, my lovelies, is She Who Is a Present, a Terrace. And how interesting, it could be that you guys, some people see you as somebody who, I don't know what it is, whether you guys like snow or something. Or there's like, you have a very, like a Snow White energy. And we have the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So maybe Snow White is like your favorite cartoon, you know, or maybe you have a very white skin, or just like very pale skin. Now awareness and acceptance. I feel like, yeah, people see you as somebody who lives in the present, because again, once again, like, you live in the moment, like now, you're like, you know, it's like your motto is like, now is the best time to do something, to live your life, to go for things, to do things, to achieve things. Let's do it, let's go now. Some people sometimes might see you as a little bit impatient, okay? But again, this thing about, you know, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, and just being like, I don't know whether you guys like snow, whether you like the purity of snow, and there's this thing where I just feel like you're very pure and white. So maybe you have like blonde hair, or you dye your hair blonde, or there's something about color white, you know. And some people even like literally see you as a saint in one way or another. They're like, you must be an angel, like an earth angel or a saint, you know, something along those lines. It could be that your name starts with SH or TA, okay? So Sheila, or, you know, Terence, or Teresa, or I'm hearing Sarah for some of you, or I don't know, I'm starting to hear names. It could be that some of you, like, you have a very long name. I don't know, for some of you, I'm just hearing like a very long name. You know, and people are just like, oh my god, by the time you say your full name, it's like it's going to be lunchtime already. But yeah, people do see you as somebody who's incredibly delicate as well, with a lot to give, a lot to offer, a lot of advice, as somebody who, I feel like also people see you as somebody who's incredibly generous, who likes offering people, like, even without having people ask, you sort of already know what they might need, how you can help them, and people really love that about you. That's why they're like, you always sort of end up being at the right place at the right time, with the universe itself sort of guiding you, and like I said, channeling through you or speaking through you. So some of you guys might be, you know, channelers, some of you guys could be magicians, some of you guys could be into Wicca, some of you guys be into oracles, spirituality. You know, a lot of you, I feel like you're doing things for causes, you know, doing things pro bono. And yeah, this also people see as somebody who has a very intense stare. And again, this thing with makeup, like if you wear makeup, they see you as somebody who is just very original with makeup, and original with the accessories that you wear, with the clothes that you wear, just like your own person. And then I feel like they also see you as like they don't know in which, you know, like what style you're going to have next. It's like maybe you change, like you change the color of your hair, or you change your style, or you change your appearance. For some of you, like it could be that you change your jobs or whatever. And it's almost like they're like, oh my god, which you know, style is he or she going to have today? You know, what is the interest? I feel like, yeah, you guys are very much like into shape shifting. But yeah, and you're like, people want to be around you, people want to, you know, because you're so nourishing and you're so wise and you're so helpful and you're so just cool. And you don't, like, you give people a break. This is what I'm hearing very strongly, very importantly. And with the number 7, yeah, it's all like very spiritual as well. But yeah, people absolutely love you. People absolutely love you. Yeah. Alright, my lovelies, so that's all I have for number 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please like, share and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you would like a personal reading, you could always email me. My email is in the description box below. Alright, my lovelies, take good care of your beautiful selves now. Bye bye.